How do you execute a positional squeeze in chess? Have you ever wondered how to tighten your grip on the chessboard and make your opponent feel the pressure? A positional squeeze is a powerful strategy that can lead to victory. Let's break down how to execute this technique effectively. First, gaining space is essential. You want to push your pawns forward gradually. This helps you claim more territory on the board. By doing this, you restrict your opponent's pieces, limiting their available squares. Be cautious, though. Overextending your pawns without support can create weaknesses in your own position. Next, focus on controlling key squares and outposts. Identify weak squares in your opponent's setup, especially those that their pawns cannot challenge easily. Place your pieces, particularly knights, on these strong squares. This will help you exert pressure while maintaining stability. Protect these pieces with pawns to keep them effective. As you continue, aim to cramp your opponent's pieces. By occupying critical squares and advancing your pawns, you limit their activity. A cramped opponent struggles to develop or coordinate their forces, leading to passive play and fewer counterattacks. Avoid making premature exchanges. While trading pieces can relieve pressure, it is often better to keep them on the board during a positional squeeze. Trading too many pieces, especially when you have advanced pawns, can open gaps that your opponent may exploit. Targeting structural weaknesses is another key step. Look for backward pawns, isolated pawns, or weak squares in your opponent's position. Use your pieces to dominate these weaknesses, applying steady pressure that can force your opponent into a defensive position. Maintaining piece coordination and support is vital. Keep your pawns and pieces connected. This prevents tactical vulnerabilities and strengthens your control over key areas. The more connected your pieces are, the harder it becomes for your opponent to break free. Lastly, exercise patience. A positional squeeze is a slow and strategic process. Avoid rushing or making weakening moves. Sometimes, the best approach is to improve your position incrementally while waiting for your opponent to make mistakes. In practice, executing a positional squeeze involves slowly pushing your pawns to gain space, placing knights on outposts, and patiently tightening your control over the board. Over time, this can lead to a decisive advantage, as your opponent's cramped position becomes untenable. By following these steps, you can master the art of positional play and enhance your middle game strategy.